Hello, hello. What's up, guys? It is me, Beanie, and I am back. I hope each and every one of you had a lovely holiday. I was under the weather, so I just kind of slept through it, but I'm here now. Welcome to my new subscribers. My name is Beanie. This is my channel where we talk about my crappy dentures. I'm open and honest about anxiety, depression, morbid obesity, and having an ADD brain. I don't make pretty content or pretty videos. I just come on here and I'm myself, and I don't edit anything. So what you see is what you get. If you met me in real life, I'm going to be the same whack-a-mole that you see here. All right. So as promised, I'm going to try to make this a faster video. Well, fast for me. You guys know I'm long-winded. That's the ADD part. To talk about how or why I transitioned away from using these as part of my daily maintenance for my dentures. I'm also going to be including a reenactment of the experiment that I did for myself almost a year ago, when my whole little brain was like, oh, wait a minute, we are being bamboozled as consumers. And I need to do this. So what I did was I reenacted it. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, Jerry, who is one of what my granddaughter calls my kitty babies, makes an appearance in that video too. And he's made an appearance in several. He's not my only kitty baby, but he is my most nosy kitty baby. So if you want some fur baby eye candy, stay tuned for that clip. I don't know if I'm going to even I don't know where I'm going to put it. I'll put it somewhere, but there will be actual video of me reenacting the experiment so you can see. But basically, about a year ago, I was in a bad mood. I was cleaning out my dentures, and I just paid attention at that particular junction that when I was dumping my denture cup, half of the tab was unmelted, undissolved, and still in granulated form, sliding out with the rest of the water. And I don't know why in the 3 years that I've had dentures, why I never paid attention to that before, but it was just on that day, it caught my attention. Well, you know, the consumer advocate in me, the wheels started spinning, and I couldn't help myself. Like, I was sitting there most of the afternoon, like, just revisiting that. I'm like, man, something's not right about this. So I went into my stash and I grabbed all the brands of tablets that I had. I even went next door to the Family Dollar, and I grabbed new boxes. It wasn't a lot. I think I grabbed 2 new boxes, and did these little tests in my house where I used my tap water, I used distilled water, I used spring water and purified water. But those 3, the distilled, spring, and purified, I had warmed up in my electric kettle, and had the same experience where this tab was not 100% dissolving in the water. And my thought was like, wait a minute, if it's not 100% dissolving in the water, how is it cleaning, disinfecting, deodorizing my dentures? How can it, if the product is just sitting there at the bottom of the denture cup? So that is when I took back to the internet and do what an ADD brain can do really well, which is research. And that was one of the things that brought me back to the idea of revisiting Dr. B Dental Solutions and his products, which before I would see them, but I never purchased them because I felt like they were more expensive than I wanted to spend, right? But that's what brought me back to this product, the Dr. B's Crystal Soak, which I have not had any issues with this dissolving in water. And that also is what led me to find Novadent. So Novadent is what we're talking about today. But I use all of these in my arsenal. If you guys remember, my videos earlier this year of denture products that I'm using in 2024, I talked about the fact that now I am more comfortable spending a little bit more money on denture products and then rotating them in my arsenal so I'm not burning through them as quickly. But I feel like I'm okay with that because I know, or I at least very firmly can feel confident in that. I feel that my dentures are being properly cleaned, deodorized, and disinfected by using these products versus the old cheapies. And like, listen, I know some of you might say, well, listen, if we want to get down to the brass tacks, Beanie, even if I'm tossing away half of this product or 30% of this product, it's still cheaper than Dr. B's or Novadent or, you know, along that thought process. And I would say this to you, okay, that's okay if we're talking about the prices from even 3 or 4 years ago. But the Walmart version of these used to be $5. The box used to be $5. The double box was like $8 and change. And now it's like 40% higher. I mean, depending on where you live, you might only be a few dollars higher. But I know that the single boxes where I live are now $8. And for me, these are not cheap. I got to do what I got to do to maintain these as long as I can and maintain the funkolitis to stay away from my dentures because I don't want to get thrush. I don't want to get mouth sores. You know, plaque will build up on your dentures throughout the day, okay? Keeping your mouth clean, keeping your gums clean and, you know, as best as you can, preventing mouth issues because you're using dirty dental appliances. Do you get what I'm saying? Anyways, I know I'm doing a whole lot of talking. So I just want to kind of give you the 411 on Novadent. This is my primary daily soak, okay? But I use all my products, right? I use my Dr. B's in my ultrasonic cleaner. I do use Stain Away, which is a loose form, kind of like the Dr. B's Crystal Soak. And I don't have a problem with that dissolving. It's these tablets. It's maybe whatever they're using to make them in tablet form. I don't know. But what I don't want to do, you guys, I don't want to have to grab my denture cup, put my little hot water in there. Because y'all know, if you're not using at least moderately warm water, you're not even getting any fizzy action from this. Like, and the hotter the water, the more fizzing action you're going to get. But then there's also, you know, discrepancies. Some people will tell you, well, if you have acrylic dentures with plastic teeth, you can't use super, super hot water. You're compromising the integrity of your dentures. I don't know. I don't make dentures. I know that there is conflicting information where some people, they use hot water and use, like, I'm talking, like, not, you know, I'm talking hot water. And they have not had denture issues. As someone who has had 6 teeth break off of their Aspen dental dentures, I am not doing anything to facilitate possibly creating more reasons that I'll lose a 7th tooth, right? This is a Canadian company. So that's one thing I probably should mention as far as price point wise. If we lived in Canada, the price point wise would be on par with most other products, right? But it has to be imported to the US. You can purchase this product on the Amazon, and so if you have Prime, you're not paying for shipping, or you can purchase it on the Novadent website. And their shipping from Novadent is fantastic as far as it's affordable. I mean, go ahead and ship something to Canada. It's super expensive. So their international shipping is affordable. They take care of the customs charges. I wasn't charged anything on a package that I received from Novadent. I love their customer service. And you guys know that I'm your customer advocate, right? Like, I'm not talking about anything unless me as a consumer am okay with it. I love their customer service. They really are into retention, customer loyalty, as far as doing whatever is within the wheelhouse to make sure that you have the information you need. And what I mean by that is this. You guys know I don't really come on here until this year and talk about the stuff that I use on my teeth. I just never felt like anybody cared about that. Like, who gives a shit? There's 1,000 other channels who talk about their products all day long. What was I bringing to the table? And it wasn't until you guys always email me and you're like, I would rather hear it from you. Like, you bring it to us 100%. Like, you are just you. And I would rather hear what you think. So that's when I started like talking about products that I use. But I've been using this thing for almost a year and I never talked about it. So the product on the Amazon, while it has the same premise where you use this for 7 days, they have restrictions on what appliances can be used with that product. And I also did not feel, I don't feel it worked as good, in my opinion. And because I have that ADD, OCD brain, I scrutinize everything. I did not feel it was as good as Novadent. Novadent has 2 different formulas, right? So you have the original formula, and then they have what they call is Novadent Soft. However, what I will tell you about the, I think I just drooled on myself. Oh my God. It's not that. I didn't drool on myself. The Dr. B's leaked. Remember, you guys, I talked about this in the January episode. That's the one thing I hate about this pump. This pump is a leaker, and it just leaked on my bubby. I know you didn't ask for that, but in case it shows up in the video, because you know I'm not going to edit this, that's what this wet mark is. And I got to go out to the doctor's after this. Oh, sweet Jesus, Dr. B's, fix this. Fix this thing. Christ almighty. All right, anyways. So, with the Novadent Soft formula, this is safe for all dentures, removable dental appliances, dentures that are on implants, and soft liner friendly. That is super important. And the fact that they will literally denote that and put that on their claims is so important, because for anybody who gets a soft liner put in or does your own soft liners, you already know, especially if you do your own, that they're fragile, right? You don't want to be using harsh products when you have a liner on the plate of your denture. So that's that. The second thing I'm going to talk about is this. And this is how I clean my dentures, whether I was using Novadent or not. This is how I do it. Whether you do it different, I'm not judging, but maybe I'm judging just a little, because this is how. All right. So let's say I was still using tabs, right? The first thing I do, and I'm using my Denture Box 3D printed molds as my Price is Right model today. How I do it is, and I guess I should say this too, just for the new people, my new subscriber family, I wear a CPAP at night. And so because I wear a CPAP at night, I actually wear my teeth when I sleep, because I wear a nose piece. And if I don't wear my teeth, the nose piece does not sit properly, because I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like, the nose piece sits against the top plate and the teeth. For me, it holds it in place. It doesn't matter. I'm giving you TMI that you didn't ask for. I know. I get it. Get to the point, Beanie. I'm trying. All right. So I clean my teeth for the first time normally in the mornings, right when I'm about to have my coffee. I take my teeth. I don't have a toothbrush here, so I'm going to use my makeup brush. I use some paste. I scrub my teeth and scrub my plate. I never put my teeth in a soak, whether I'm using the liquid crystal cleanser in an ultrasonic cleaner, whether I'm using my denture cup. I never put them in funky, right? Like, I don't take them out of my mouth and drop them in. I like thinking about it, I feel like the gag reflex is coming up to think that you see floaters in the water. It's nasty. If you do it, don't share that with me because it's going to wig me out. I go once over, scrub my teeth, scrub my plate, rinse them under the sink. When I don't see anything like on my teeth, that's when it goes into the soak. Whether does not matter the product. That's how I do it, okay? So, with Novadent, one of these packs are going to last you for 7 days. Some people, if you read reviews who use this product, they may only use it, I don't know, 3 days, 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. However, they've tested this product and it is effective for 7 days. You can use it for 7 days and this product does not lose efficacy. It also does not become cloudy. You will not see any of this product. And when you watch my little experiment, you'll see there is no settling. There's no sediment. This product 100% absorbs the water and then it intermingles. I don't know what the scientific terms are. It becomes a colloidal solution. You know what I'm saying. You get what I'm saying. You're picking up what I'm putting down. You're not gonna dump this out at the end of 7 days and see any of this product was sitting at the bottom of your denture cup, undissolved, not being used towards the cleaning of your teeth.
Hey guys, it's Beanie. Welcome back to my laundry room, or welcome to my laundry room. And here's my little display to hopefully give you guys a visual of one of the reasons why I switched to Novadent cleanser versus the typical cleansers that we have available to us here in the US. Now, I still do use Stain Away occasionally, but for my, daily, weekly cleaning, I use Novadent. If you look at the Novadent solution, now mind you, all these little like particles that you see, it's just stuff that fell on the table. It's not inside the solution. So in the solution itself, everything has been dissolved. Okay, you can, let me go this way. Those little white specks you see are actually underneath the glass. I tried wiping them off. I don't know, it just doesn't work. But the solution is completely dissolved. So that's one of the crazy things about it, that when I then went and looked at the tabs that I had been using, and I've used all different types of tabs. Jerry! Mama's doing work, Jerry. Get down. I'm not erasing that either. We're just going to keep going. Okay. So again, this is part of the reason why the little flakes, because like these packets still have little flakes in it, and it doesn't matter. Who cares? But anyhow, look here, guys. This is the Fix-It tab, and look how much product sits at the bottom of your vessel, undissolved. If it's not dissolved, how is it doing any type of work? How is it benefiting cleaning your chops? Try to see if I can get, do you see that? Do you see all of that undissolved product? And you guys, here's the thing. I mean, I never paid attention to this before. The fact that that product is just sitting there. You know what you do? You just grab your teeth, you brush them over again one more time, and then you rinse them and you dump this. I never paid attention to the fact that there is so much product that is, wow, it's crazy. Anyhow, I just wanted to show you guys, like, the reason I switched. Okay, I'm going back to the other camera.